Hello students, welcome to biology class. Previous class we discussed photosynthesis and its factors. In photosynthesis process there are four factors are influenced, that is light, carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll. These four factors are influenced the photosynthesis process. Already in previous class we discussed carbon dioxide and water we discussed. Now we are going to discuss light. In the progress of the photosynthesis after Joseph Priestley, a Dutch scientist John Ingenhousz 1779, he observed the aquatic plants. Whenever he observed the aquatic plants, light illuminated area, some bubbles are coming, and aquatic plants are present in dark area or shady area, bubbles are not forming. That one is noticed by the John Ingenhousz. Next, another scientist, Engelmann in 20th century, he came and he supported the John Ingenhousz experiment. He also observed that oxygen sensitive bacteria are more crowded where the light is more. In the sunlight there are 7 colors are there. In sunlight there are 7 colors are there. They are simply we can say that Ibgr. The sunlight contains 7 colors, that is Ibgr: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. He observed that oxygen sensitive bacteria are more crowded near the blue and red. These two colors, more bacteria are accumulated. That means here produced the more oxygen. That means blue and red colors are more suitable for the photosynthesis process. So this scientist and also they conducted the one of the experiment, that is the hydrilla experiment. For this experiment, aim is oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis in the presence of the sunlight. That is the aim. Operators, what are the operators required for this activity means beaker, water, next this is the funnel, hydrilla plant, test tube. These are the materials are required to prove the oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis. First of all, procedure. First of all, take the beaker and fill the water and take one of the funnel. Okay, arrange them as shown the diagram, and also inside the funnel keep some of the hydrilla plant or Elodea plants. Elodea plants or hydrilla plants stems if you keep in the funnel means, and also take one test tube and fill the water and inverted over this funnel. That funnel stem, we have to fill the water above the stem of the funnel. Now like this we have to prepare 2 sets. One of the set keep in the sunlight and another one is keep in the dark places. 3 to 4 hours after, if you observe means some bubbles are coming or bubbles are raising. This is collected at the top of the test tube. 3 to 4 hours after, okay, take out this test tube very carefully and cover with its mouth, thumb. Next, if you bring growing sphincter, bring means it one is okay, burning very brightly. That means here collected gas is the oxygen gas. Oxygen gas only have the character supporting the burning. So by this activity, they proved that oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis in the presence of the sunlight. This is the very important activity in the first lesson in 10th class. So we have to remember what is the aim, what are the operators, procedure, what are procedure we are followed. Next, and also observe what we are observing, bubbles are coming. Next, inference or result. Okay, na? Result only, aim only. Oxygen is produced during the photosynthesis. Okay, this is the one of the experiment. And another experiment is sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. How can you prove that? Okay, see, this is the potted plant. This aim, this experiment aim is the sunlight is essential for the photosynthesis. For this experiment, we need potted plant and black pepper and iodine solution. So first of all, first we have to choose the potted plant. That plant must be keep in the dark room for weekdays. Why we have to keep in the dark room means for de-starch. De-starch. We have to remove the starch from the leaf. Then only we can find out the whether it is performed or not photosynthesis. So that's why we are keeping the dark room for weekdays. Then take the potted plant from the dark room and take the one of the black paper, cover the one of the leaf as shown the diagram. On the black paper we can make some designs also like this. Okay, now enter this plant we have to keep in the sunlight. Okay, 3 to 4 hours after, okay, take the leaf from the plant, otherwise separate the leaf from the plant, and we have to follow the iodine test, presence of the starch test. Okay, na? Next, remove the black paper and okay, na, iodine solution 1 or 2 drops added means this one is the portion, which portion is covered the leaf, that portion is not changed into the blue-black color, and the remain portion of the leaf change into the blue-black. So that's why this indicating that why it is not changed into the blue-black color means sunlight, it is this portion is not exposed to the sunlight and remain portion is exposed to the sunlight. So that's why exposed portion only change into the blue-black color. By this experiment we can prove that sunlight is essential for the photosynthesis. Okay. Next, light also over. Next, chlorophyll. The fourth factor is the chlorophyll. Okay, this is also important. Chlorophyll is present only in the leaf, we know. Next, chlorophyll. Photosynthesis. Okay, after Dutch scientist Ingenhousz, another 2 scientists came and they did experiments. They observed the leaf and plant cells. Plant cells they are observed and they are isolated or separated that green substance present in the plant cells. And also they gave the name chlorophyll. Who are there? They are the Pelletier, and Cavendish. Pelletier and Cavendish 1817. In the 1817, these both these numbers they isolated the chlorophyll pigment and also gave that name. Next, another scientist Julius von Zach. Julius von Zach, 1883. He observed the green substances, they are present in the plant cells. It is not present entire the plant cell. Only particularly some areas only they are present, like he said. And also he said that that is the chloroplast, and also chloroplasts are more or abundant in mesophyll cells of the plant cells, and also chloroplasts within the cell present 42. In the chloroplasts are present 40 to 100 chloroplast organelles are present within the cell. Okay, now we will discuss structure of the chloroplast. Diagram also very important structure of the chloroplast. Chloroplast is a organelle only present in plant cells. These chloroplasts are absent in animal cells. This is the outer membrane. Inner membrane. This is the granum. This is the thylakoid membrane. Thylakoid membrane, starch grain. Starch grain. This portion is called the stroma. DNA. This is the structure of the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are present in the leaf of the plants. These are the producers of the plants. Next, if you observe what are the parts of the chloroplast means, chloroplast is organelle. Okay, it contains the three membrane structure: outer membrane, inner membrane, and thylakoid membrane. On the thylakoid membrane, there are stacked sac-like structures are present. They are called the granum, and also remain rest of the portion, fluid filled portion is known as the stroma. So here light reaction in the photosynthesis process, there are two phases are there. First phase is the light reaction or light dependent reaction. That light dependent reaction takes place on the granum of the thylakoid membrane. Next, dark phase, another phase is the dark phase, that is takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. Totally two phases are occurs in the structure of the chloroplast. Okay, next, the main functioning of the chloroplast is trap the sunlight and converted into the chemical energy, and also producing synthesis of food materials and production of oxygen, NADPH is the, and this is the functioning of the chloroplast. Okay, next, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the pigment. Okay, already in 9th class we discussed what are the difference between plant cell and animal cell means. Okay, plastids are present in the plant cell, that plastids are absent in animal cell. Plastids are, what is the functioning of the plastids means, plastids are helpful in manufacturing of the food and storing of the food materials. Plastids, there are three types of plastids are there. One is the chromatoplast plastids. Three types: chromatoplast, chloroplast, and leucoplast. Okay, this is the chloroplast. Green color plastids contains the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the photosynthetic pigment. Okay, the chlorophyll contains the one of the atom that is called the magnesium. Chlorophyll pigment contains one of the atom that is called magnesium. Okay, like that in human beings our blood also contains one of the pigment that is called the hemoglobin. In this hemoglobin pigment also one of the atom is there, that is iron. So here hemoglobin functioning is carry the gases that is the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Like that in the chlorophyll pigment contains the magnesium. Okay, its functioning is trap the sunlight and converted into the chemical energy, that is the functioning of the chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophylls are there are two types of the chlorophylls associated with the thylakoid membrane. On the thylakoid membrane there are two types of the chlorophylls are there. One is the chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A is blue-green color. Okay, blue-green color. Next, chlorophyll B is yellow-green color. Like that these chlorophyll pigments are there. These chlorophyll pigments on the thylakoid membrane 250 to 400 chlorophyll pigments grouped as form the light harvesting complex. Light harvesting complex, otherwise called as photosynthetic units of the grana. Like that we are telling. Okay, in examination like this asking what is the light harvesting complex means. Okay, we have to say chlorophyll pigments 250 to 400 chlorophyll pigments grouped as forms the light harvesting complex or photosynthetic units. Okay, next photosynthesis. During the photosynthesis several events occurs. Among that events I will say 3 events. During the photosynthesis process several events occurs. Among that 3 events are, first one is conversion of the light energy into chemical energy, that is the first one. And the second one is the water molecules splitting. Third one is the reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. First one, light energy converted into chemical energy. And second one is water molecules splitting. Third one is the reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. Mainly these 3 events occurs in during the photosynthesis. Okay, in the photosynthesis process all the reactions, the light reactions, some of the events are initiated by the light, and some of the events may not without light also there occurs. Okay, so totally in the photosynthesis there are 2 phases are there, light reaction and dark reaction. Now we are going to discuss mechanism of the photosynthesis. mechanism of the photosynthesis. Mechanism of the photosynthesis, if you observe, means there are two phases are there. First phase is light dependent reaction. Light dependent reaction, and it is also called photochemical phase, and it is also called photochemical phase. So, in this light dependent reaction, the main role played by the light, some chemical reactions are occurs very quick successions initiated by the light. So, that is why these reactions are called light dependent reaction or photochemical phase. Okay, question like this asking, why it is called as the light dependent reaction or photochemical phase? Like asked means we have to say these reactions are takes place in the, these reactions are not depending on the these reactions are depending on the light. That is why it is known as the light dependent reactions. Next, and also chlorophylls are present on the thylakoids known as the grana of the chloroplast. In the light dependent reaction also there are so many steps also there, but here I will tell 3 steps. First, step 1. Step 1, first chlorophyll pigments exposed to sunlight and activated, absorbs the sunlight and activated. This chlorophyll absorbs the sunlight in the form of the photons. Photons means the smallest unit of light energy. Okay, photons means the smallest unit of the light energy. This is the first step. And the second step 2. Okay, already activated chlorophyll, energy trapped. That energy is used for splitting of the water molecules. Here, water molecules are splitting. I will show by equation. H2O gives rise to hydrogen plus hydroxyl ions. Okay, water molecules split into two compounds ions, that is hydrogen ions and hydroxyl ions. Like that, two compounds ions split out. Okay, this reaction is known as photolysis. That means water is splitting by the light. Okay, photo means light, and lysis means breaking, right? Okay, so entire this reaction was observed by one of the scientists. That's way photolysis, this reaction is also called as Hill reaction. Okay, this is the step 2. Next, step 3. Okay, highly reacted in photosynthesis process, water molecules like spontaneously they are splitting and forms the hydrogen and hydroxyl ions. This process occurs spontaneously. Okay, highly reacted ions of the this ions, water ions, they are undergoes some changes very quick successions. Okay, let us see what is that. Okay, in this photolysis formed the hydroxyl ions are after number of the reactions. So many hydroxyl ions gathered and they forms the water and oxygen. Again, this hydroxyl ions forms the water and oxygen. Okay, this water is again that plant only using, but oxygen is releasing into the atmosphere. Okay, next, okay, hydroxyl ion over. Next, hydrogen ions. Hydrogen ions plays major role in the dark reaction. Okay, this hydrogen ions are picked up by another compound that is called NADP. NADP. Okay, hydrogen combined and forms the NADPH. NADPH. Okay, this plays major role in next phase, that is the dark phase. Totally in the light reaction, the end products of the light reaction are the oxygen, ATP plus NADPH. These are the end products of the light reaction, and also we can call ATP and NADPH. These two compounds are called as assimilatory powers. Assimilatory powers. What are in examination asking? What are the assimilatory powers? Okay, ATP and NADPH. Both these compounds are called as the assimilatory powers. Okay, next, this is the light reaction or photochemical phase. Next, dark reaction or light independent reaction. Second one is the light independent reaction for biosynthetic phase. Biosynthetic phase. Light independent reaction or biosynthetic phase. Why it is called the light independent reaction? Okay, before we discussed light dependent reaction. In that reaction, light plays major role. That reactions are depend on the light, but in this second phase, reactions or events they are not depending on the light. That's why it is known as the light dependent reaction and also called biosynthetic phase, and also known as the dark reaction. Okay, in the light reaction already, okay, produced hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion, this one is picked up by the one of the compound in the dark reaction or in the stroma of the chloroplast, NADP. Okay, picked up by this compound and forms the NADPH. Okay, the hydrogen present in the NADPH, okay, it is helps the combined with the carbon dioxide, NADPH. Okay, combined with the carbon dioxide and producing the glucose. Yes, NADPH present the hydrogen that is utilized combined with the carbon dioxide. In this hydrogen contains the ATP. This one is utilized, okay, for the formation of the glucose from the carbon dioxide. Okay, during this process, so many events occurs. Okay, some intermediate products also involved, that is RUBP intermediate products. Okay, these intermediate products and some enzymes also, yes, helps in formation of the glucose from the carbon dioxide. Okay, this is the mechanism of the photosynthesis. Okay, plants are, okay, they are surviving in extreme conditions from very hot, dry and also bright light to, okay, wet, next humidity, next and also dim light. Okay, various conditions plants can survive, and also already starting time I said some 4 factors. These 4 factors importance or requirement of these 4 factors for the preparation of the photosynthesis also varies from the species of the plant to plant. Different species is this is the, okay, different. Okay, students. Okay, now I will start this topic. Okay, this is the mechanism of the photosynthesis. Okay, we will meet next class.